this episode, we traveled to Manitoba for bear camp. We joined Chris, Danny, Scott, Evan, and Patty in pursuit of Big Grass Bruins. So tonight's plan is Judy's plan. So she's been a great host here at Big Grass Outfitters, and it's awesome for this first Manitoba bear camp for her to offer to host the veteran hunters. She's been an outstanding host and cook and awesome sense of humor. So if you get an opportunity, please, book a hunt with Judy here at Big Grass Outfitters. She also offers Big Grass cabin rentals, and it's awesome accommodations, and it feels just like being a kid again. You're at summer camp, so couldn't ask for a better host and a better place to be.
Guys,
I'm Todd with the Veteran Hunters.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you. Chris, good to meet you.
Hey Chris, how are you?
Well, thanks so much for inviting us up to your lovely property. I was admiring your guinea fowl. I have a few at home with our chickens.
Do you really?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool, because last year was a weak moment for Judy.
Scott.
How do you do?
Hi, Danny.
How do you do?
Very nice. How are you?
You're going to be staying in the bear den. We're going to put you, we'll go over there. I'll show you where you can get your gear in there. Yeah, it might be a little crowded for 5, but I can, yeah, because the other rooms aren't made up, but it sleeps 6. Well, no, two rooms, but we decided that I used to do taxidermy back in the day, so
You did that?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can see it on the shooting range. Hanging pole, and the deep freezes. 2 of them are full of beavers. One's got a bear in it.
Do you guys use dogs for your beavers, like to retrieve them?
No, I'm the crazy beaver lady. I've got all the young guys, 30-year-old, that just bring me beavers. Judy, you got $20? I pay $10 a beaver, and then we share beer. Always does.
You need power for it.
And you take out your frustrations whenever, you've had a bad day. You chop beavers. So I'm going to be taking my truck with 2 people, with the hunter and the lodge, and Brant and I will go. So if you will bring your all-in-one vehicle or whatever down, and we'll park on the road, and then we'll take you in with the quad.
Excellent. Cool.
Okay, sounds great.
Cool. Thank you.
Over the past year, I've been looking into creating some retreat as far as offering, with mental health as high on the list right now as it is, and so many people experiencing so many terrible things in the world. I felt that I would like to offer some time at Big Grass to share my little square of heaven. And so I reached out to a number of different people, and the one person that I was in contact was Dan Mazer, and he was at a parade with us at the municipality, and him and I were standing talking, and he was asking me about Big Grass Outfitters, and I was explaining to him what I was trying to create, and he goes, "You need to talk to someone through Canadian Veterans." And so he said, email my office, and which I did. And then I got in contact with Danny, and we emailed back and forth, and we finally talked. And over the past year, it's been just like communication through email and telephone. And yesterday when he came to camp, it was great to see him. Like, I met him in person, and then I talked to Todd, and it was great to meet him also. I think it's an amazing group of people that are offering their time to give people another chance and experience something that isn't something that they've ever experienced.
Just something to show our appreciation.
Thank you so much.
So you've been good help.
Thank you.
So tonight the plan is we're going to depart at about 4 p.m. We're going to put Chris and our cameraman Liam are going to get up in a tree stand, and hopefully we'll have some Bruins that'll come into bait, and we'll have a great evening.
So we're just loaded up, and we're headed out to the stand. Me and Todd are going to go to one, and we got 2 guys going to the other one. Weather iffy, but we'll see. Should be a good hunt though. Bears in the area. Be a good day.
Highway stand. So you're going to be sitting like this far off the pavement, and we got the bait site sitting like on a red stop sign, and that's what we call the highway stand. It's just like the first time in camping, everybody gets the 5-star treatment.
Awesome.
I love your sarcasm.
Those are yield.
Don't ever
those are
change.
Yield
Don't ever
yield
change.
stand?
I'm bad.
No, you're not.
Is
You're
there a bear
awesome.
crossing sign? Yeah, bear crossing.
No, it's just a stop sign because you're just stopping and let them walk past.
Good to go. Awesome. I'll make sure it's a double lung shot.
Let's just act like a bear while I'm in there.
No.
Make one angry, have them smile.
The magic good fellow.
Like that meme I sent you there. 2 guys fighting.
That was fun. It was, we're going in there to prove the site for the follow-on group to come. And a bit of a mass chaos to get in there in time, but the sit was very active. We had 4 bears come through, and 2 of them, we had a good chance to watch them.
So I sat with my bow, and Chris went up in Liam's tree stand to check it all out and see if it was safe and good angles. And you know, so we were sitting there, and 2 bears came in, and
And you could tell that they were smaller bears too. Not just from the size, but the way that they were keyed up on everything around, looking for the the larger boars.
I was kind of looking at it, and it was a nice bear, but I checked my watch and said, we got another 45 minutes. I said, let's just wait. Like I want to shoot the bear that runs these 2 off. And so like the words hadn't even left my mouth. And these 2 bears just kind of, sniffed the air and both left in the same direction. I thought, okay, here we go. And it wasn't 5 minutes later, that bear walked in. And
so to sit there and watch that, that's the joy from hunting. That's where we're learning. That's so to be able to sit there and watch all this go down, and then Danny know what he wants and is talking about what he wants, and then actively passing on something, but still being very engaged in the hunt, because we have to watch their cues so we can see what else is going on. So to see those 2 bears, of those 2, the smaller one was the first one to leave and take off. So to kind of see that dynamic, that animal kingdom dynamic go down, and then the larger bear come in, not even 3 minutes after they took off one way, the next bear comes in the other way. It's exciting. You know, I've only been hunting for less than 14 months. So for me, it's all about just learning animal behavior. It's not about the harvest right now, not at all. I don't think it ever will be. It's about just understanding the animal kingdom and everything that was kind of put on this earth and how they interact, because that's where you get educated. That's where you learn, and that's where you become a better conservationist, I find. So,
And we'd had one running around with like a bare chest or whatever. So I'm sitting there and I'm waiting. Like I wanted to make sure that he wasn't bald in the chest. And once I seen that, he just kind of opened up, and I let him have it. And ran 20 yards, and yeah, it was excellent. It worked out perfect. Yeah, I was watching bears, and Chris was pumped, and I was happy, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
bear came in, and Danny patiently waited for a shot, and he took a shot, and it was an amazing, well-aimed and placed shot to where the animal didn't suffer, and the animal expired extremely quick. It only went like 10 meters into the bush, but it didn't even bleed, so it kind of threw us off to do the track.
There's nothing more beautiful than a smile on someone's face after they've taken the animal. The tears in their eyes you can just see their whole body explode. You walk up to the bait and they're beaming. It's just priceless to see that look on their face. And it's like the 13-year-old girl that we had in camp, or it's the 85-year-old man that shot a small bear, and he says to me, he goes, Judy, I didn't plan to shoot that small bear, but I've never seen color like that. The color and the sun shining on it, I forgot to look at the size of the bear.
He's a decent bear, you know, just over that 6 foot mark, kind of 350, 325-ish. Yeah, he had lots of scars on his face, and he was kind of running the show. So, you know, it's not easy to judge bears. And I think, so Judy said he was 7, 8 years old last night. And yeah, pretty bear, lots of character. Yeah, so I was very happy with it.
To have the three of us out there together, 3 vets out there together, kind of going through the motions and making sure that we're safe, and we are in bear country with a dead animal, there's like no apprehension or nothing about that, because by the time that happened, the other 2 guys came down. So there's 5 of us there taking it out, and it just takes away all the apprehension, being a new harvester and even just being in bear country, you know, because a bigger boar could come along and just swipe us all out in a heartbeat. So to have guys that are experienced through that and very calm, and it just made that hunt there amazing. And especially to see Danny harvest, because Danny has been alongside me for 2 of mine. So to be on the other side and not even have a bow, I'm like, this is not about me. I just want to capture this moment and be a part of this moment. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life, for sure.
Hunting is not always about the trophy. Hunting is about the experience in the woods and the camaraderie, sitting around the table and talking about everyone else's hunts, and the laughter. Over the last 4 weeks, my stomach has been so sore so many nights when I go to bed, like I'm wondering, like, how much more can I laugh? But you know, laughter makes a day so much better.
So I first heard about the veteran hunters from looking online after some American-led programs that I follow on YouTube. And I was like, man, this would be so cool if we had something in Canada. So I just started Googling, and I right away found the website, and I saw it. But I was in that dark pit, I was in that dark hole, and I didn't have the confidence. I didn't have the confidence to reach out and think this would be something that I could do. Even after all the training and all the experiences that I have in my adult life with the military, I didn't think this is something I could really do. And it took a full year until I said, forget it. I was doing my archery lessons with my family, and I just fired an email out, and I got a response probably within hours that I was going to be going on a bear hunt. So that the rest is history. It's since then it's been absolutely amazing. Archery is the only thing that I've ever done that I can hold myself 100% accountable. That's one of the biggest things that veterans will face when we retire, is moving in from that environment into the civilian environment, where it's not the same culture with regards to accountability. So for myself, archery is part of my therapy. And hunting is absolutely part of my therapy as well. It's one of the only things that I can go and do where I'm 100% at ease, no anxiety. And not to sound cliche, using all the training that we received in the military, it just turns being in the bush second nature. So it allows you to mature into a hunter and be more focused on the hunt, more focused on the harvest, being ethical and smart with regards to our conservation. So hunting for me it's my identity, it's who I am. I didn't know who I was before I found hunting. I was very lost in a very dark pit, and somebody pulled me out, and I was very lucky to run into veteran hunters. And now archery and hunting is a staple in my family, and especially within my own mental health treatment as well. Hunting for me and my family and how it's affected them, it's given their father back, or a father. It's given my wife a husband that is involved. My oldest, I was away for everything. My second child, I missed out on everything in the beginning, and my third child, I haven't missed out on anything. So I'm now taking pride in talking about my service to my children where they don't know anything. They don't know anything of my experiences in Afghanistan and what we went through. So now we have joy, we have love, we all shoot archery. I take my kids to the range to shoot their rifles and teach them, the foundations and how important it is. As well, my wife and my daughter they're Métis, and there's only way that I can teach my daughter the heritage of her ancestors from Manitoba is I feel is through harvest. So the only way that I can lead my daughter and my wife into a wonderful place of pride and respect, well, it's my job as the father and the husband to help lead the way in that. So for hunting and harvesting with my family, it's the most enriching experience that I have, to be able to take my 13-year-old boy on a hunt and sit in a blind. And yeah, it's just the most fulfilling thing I've ever done with my kids. Just to be able to sit there and listen to the coyotes, not even see a deer, just go through, check the cameras, and just be in nature, and them see Dad and how calm I am. Like, there's no fear in being in the bush because of my experiences, and being able to share that confidence with them and help build them back up and turn them into strong men and women.
Yeah, I went through it once with Chris. Was my first hunter that I'd ever went through, and I had no idea what I was getting myself into, and it's like, I was blown away. Like, I could not believe the change, that, like, how much it meant to him, how much he just personally progressed, and like we're friends, like I wasn't sure, like, if the guy was gonna come out and meet him and teach him a little bit about hunting, and then he'd screw off and we'd kind of lose touch or whatever, right? And this is 2.5 years later. We still talk all the time when he's not banned for Instagram. But no, it's that relationship that gets built, right? And that's what's important. Is sure, his original hunt that he came on would have been, I don't know, 3-4 days or whatever, but the 2.5 years since then, what's important. And it's, I was just explaining it to Judy the other night, that hunting is just the glue. It's just a vessel to bring people together. And that was the part that I didn't totally realize when I kind of joined up. I thought it was more about the hunting. And it's not. I underestimated the hunting's ability to bring people together.